to another CIDL Book Buzz. Thank you for joining me today. Have you read The Stichers by Lauren Lawrence? This is the first in the Fright Watch series. If you like mysteries, then this book is for you. I was first drawn to this book because of the cover. There's two kids running down the street looking like they are trying to get away from something. There's also shadow figures looking out the windows, which seems like the kids are being watched by them. I also really like the quote by Stephen King. The quote reads, "The chills come, guaranteed." This book is about 13-year-old Quinn Parker who lives on Goody Lane. She has some very strange neighbors that she refers to as the oldies because they've lived on that street as long as anyone can even remember. She had a lot of theories with her dad before he passed away. Quinn's mom is a nurse and sometimes works 12 hours a day. Since Quinn's mom works so much and her father passed, this leaves Quinn with a lot of free time on her hands, and she just wants to get out there and do some more adventures and some more investigations. Quinn and Zoe used to have their own investigation team called the Q and Z team. Quinn does not think that Zoe's going to take them seriously now that they're 13 and not 7. Quinn is afraid that Zoe's going to make fun of her, so she decided to keep the investigation of the oldies between her and Mike. They go to the same school, they're on track together, they're friends. She even takes her arthritic dog Billy with her on these investigations. Mike is quite the jokester though, and likes to scare Quinn. However, a few times he even scares the poor dog Billy. Find out how he scares her. It did really crack me up. During one of the investigations, she almost gets ran over by Mr. Brown as he goes sprinting by her. However, just the week before, her and Mike noticed that Mr. Brown could barely even walk. He was limping. They do notice a strange bandage on his leg. Mr. Brown is sprinting by, the bandage just falls off, and Quinn sees a very familiar looking scar on his leg. It is the same that her father had. It looks just like the state of Florida. Quinn is convinced that Mr. Brown's legs look identical to her dad's legs. On another investigation, Quinn and Mike are walking back home when they notice something very strange that seems very off to them. Each oldie's house has one light on in the living room, and one person is staring out from each house. It appears that the oldies are staring at them as they walk by. The oldies' faces look very hollow, almost skeleton-like. The mouths are twisted, and they look like they're screaming. I wonder what's going on with this. Quinn and Mike start to wave at the neighbors, but not even one person waves back at them. What's happening, and why does not even one person wave back? There are also other strange things that have happened to the oldies. Miss Atwood looks taller than even the month before. Dr. Smith seems to have gotten super strength and can lift very large, heavy boxes that he couldn't even lift before. Mr. Bia also has bandages on her face, and then they're gone the next day, and she looks a lot younger. What's going to happen next? Are the oldies aliens? Are they vampires? Do these bandages have something to do with what's going on? What are they going to find? I love this book and all the action and mysteries that it came with. It was so hard to even put it down. I couldn't wait to find out what happened next. I hope that you're going to love it as much as I did.